Good evening. Welcome to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host, and I hope you're all well. My Wi-Fi is playing funny beggars again. I've been on the. It was a bit late. I've been on the phone to Virgin trying to sort this out. So I am trying to sort this out for you. They're sending me something they call. Now, some of you might have heard of this. Wi-Fi pods. Wi-Fi pods. So I don't know what they are, so we'll try and figure it out. Let me see if I can switch to. See if that's any better. Because my lad's not even on his PlayStation tonight, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, right, let's get into it. Good evening to you all. This is a fan calling show, so I will stick the link up in the chat in about 5-10 minutes. We'll let the room fill up. But don't be scared. As long as you are respectful, that is totally fine. Totally fine. Right, let's get into it. I just want to say, first of all, Adam Quinn, thank you for renewing your membership for the 7th month. You are a legend, mate. Thank you very much for that. A1M, thank you for being a member for renewing for an 11th month. That is amazing. Thank you so much. And FIFA, thank you for renewing for an 8th month. You as well are a legend, sir. Thank you so much. Everyone, it is amazing. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone because we smashed through 300 likes on the last video, which is an absolute first time on the Mancunian Way to smash through 300 likes. It absolutely does help your channel. And what people got to realize is it's not even about subscribers, it's about the interaction. So for me, 300 likes is outstanding. I cannot thank you all enough. It really is amazing. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to say some hellos. As you know, Dortmund are currently on their way into the Champions League final. Currently, let's just say some hellos, then we'll get going. We'll get a rolling. But there you go. Like I said, we're 210 away from 4K. Can we hit that in 3 weeks? Let's see. FIFA, good evening, mate. My order still hasn't come from City. Annoying. What have you ordered, mate? Is it merchandise tickets? What do you mean? I don't know what's going on here. Hang on. I've got a feeling. Hang on a minute. I think I know what's going on. Because they haven't taken off my old one. Right, there we go. There we go. I think I might have just sorted it. We're back on now. Hummels has scored. TNT advertising our game by stating Fulham are hopeful to cause a dent in cities. Yeah, of course they will, mate. The new away kit is 10 out of 10, says Cade. I will show that, and we'll talk about that tonight. Third kit is going to be better. You talk about the maroon one. Adam throwing up the old trophies there. Good evening, Adam. How are you, mate? Get these likes up. Hello, DC. How are you? Chroma Biss is in the building. So is Mark Lunder. So is Sean C. John Grogan. Evening, mate. Blue Goat is with us. Jack Lee is with us. Connor Rigby is with us. John Grogan City denied. Yeah, it has been denied. I've been told they have, but not to Mark Goldbridge. They're not sending them out to YouTubers. Good evening, Blues, which is why I put the tweet out. Who's telling the truth here the other day? Good evening, Dudley. How are you, mate? Actually put Bolton and Barnes on because Champions League is nothing without City. Good afternoon, A1M. SOS is in the building. Stephanie Quinn is in the building. Hello. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Been moving furniture all day. My legs hurt. Bit of exercise I could do with it. Sean say, good evening, Blues. Mike, do you think we'll rotate against Fulham? Because we have... Talk about that. I'll talk about that later on. See if anyone else said, but I will answer that, Connor. I'm going to start that one until I come back to it. Hello, Tom. How are you? Super City Shots coping with crap. That's why we are in it. We weren't crap. We played better than Madrid. Hello, Jack. We're the best team. We're back. Madrid, we couldn't take the pens. Exactly. Damesh, how are you? Hopefully, you'll call in as you normally do. We are not in because we are shit at pens. No worries, mate. Now, Super City, I'm going to debate with themselves there. Good evening, Mingy Wong. How are you? Blue Heart is in the building. The ghost is behind me, Blue Heart. Don't worry. Good evening to Martin behind the bar, and hello to all those in the pub. No, Martin, you need to thank us a bit more. Just joking. Of course I do. I'll always thank you. Tommy's a great petition, but so entertainment. Yeah, I've lost total interest when we went out of it, Jack. I couldn't give two tiny shits. Dad's better today. Went to the hospital today with his did better, but my Wi-Fi's dying. I need to sort this frigging out. I'm watching Bolton. What score's that? Oh, 3-2. But they're still winning on aggregate at Old Bolton at the moment. So we'll see about that one. I hope we have a better run in Europe next season. Got to the semis at least. Away in third kits are instant buys. Bonsoir, Caribbean, how are you? Evening, fan of the Invisible Man, how are you? How's it, pal? Says, bite your dick off. Very good, mate. No City fan ever claimed Garbage on a lie. Just people just put to me. No, Garbage was a dick. Garbage went out clickbaiting everyone. Robert Shaker loves a little bit of rich. Did you hear the City fan John on talk? No, I didn't. What did he say? I haven't. I didn't hear any City fan this morning. I don't listen to Talk Sport. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Talk Sport fan. Hello, Jonathan Robert. How are you? How much did you pay for your tickets to the FA Cup final? £115. No. 140. Whatever category 2 was. 115 was my son's. 145, I think mine was. Well, my dad's was. Fulham squad flying kites in training. We're going to talk about that because that's gone down like a lead balloon with Arsenal fans, by the way. I don't have an inferiority complex with it, mate. I'm league over Europe all day long. Do I think Bernardo will leave? If someone triggers his release clause, yes. Hello, Ed. How are you? Barnsley have finished. Have a mate who seems older. He's unhappy with them. Well, they are winning at the moment, Harry. They are winning the 3-2 up currently, but the 5-4 down in aggregate. Mbappe off the bar. Bloody hell. Don't you hit the bar after the game? I've heard Ortega is close to signing a 2-year extension. It's in the Danny. Another year of Champions League for PSG, small club. Anyone else loving United getting kicked out of the Palace? That was so funny last night. He said if United were playing the Martians, saved the world, he would be in the away end with a green scarf on. Goldie's done a podcast about this letter. Yeah, and he denied he's even got it. So it was all clickbait. And I'm not having this, he bantered everyone. It was clickbait. Goldbridge's language definitely changed. He's had a one Talk Sport. They got the letter. Does anyone care about the Europe Cup? We won it, done now. Couldn't care less in the future. There you go. The fallout is so funny. Hello, Lenny. How are you? And fellow Super Blues. Oh, my God. PSG almost... I'm not got anything on because I'm trying to keep my Wi-Fi as clear as I can. I don't want to talk about United, Jack, because I always got told by my parents do not take the mickey out of people who have issues, so I don't do it. Blue Art, yes, just wish to give Arsenal a game. I doubt it. Might need starting Johnny Stones against Fulham, Spurs, or both. I think he'll start one. I don't think he'll start both. So that's intriguing. We're winning our 3 games. That's what I like to hear, Connor. Who do you think about? And we're going to talk about that as well, because if you have lost out on the cup final tickets, come on and have your say on it. Because I know there's a lot of people very unhappy. Just bear with me a minute. Bear with me 1 minute. I need to see if my son's on the internet. Because it's killing me, this. Right, let me see if that works. Lenny, thank you for 1 year. That is how long it's been going. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gobridge is pissed. He's not important enough to get a letter. I am going to talk about the ticket situation because I know a lot are fuming. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to post the link into the chat. So if what's happened here? Where have I gone? I've gone. Why have I gone? Why have I gone? And why have I gone dark? Ah, there we go. Back. I don't know what happened there. I am having a nightmare here tonight. What is going on? Welcome to the world of the internet. Blue Go member for 12 months. You lot are absolutely on fire tonight. Thank you. I know I froze because I think my son just come off the internet. You know, what happens when you buy your son a PS5 and this happens? I'm driving down to London with my mates who are United fans. Should be interesting. It should be. What I'm going to do now is get the link and I'm going to post it in the chat and I'm going to put it at the top so it's pinned. So if you want to come and have your say, come and have your say. Let me get it in. Hang on, that sounds dodgy. Right. Please remain respectful. Talk about whatever you want. Let me pin it. There you go. It's at the top of your screens. So if you want to join, come and join. There you go. Top of your screen. Come and have your say, long as you are respectful. What I do want to say, this has now come out today. This apparently has now been confirmed as the brand new away top for next season, which is what we all rumoured was said was going to be, was the homage to the 1999 squad, Kevin Harlock and Andy Morrison, Gareth Taylor, Terry Cook, etc., etc., etc. So there is the first one, and there is the back. So it is literally bang on virtually the same as the 99 kit, which the one thing I do like about it is that the Etihad, what I was concerned about, they've done what they did with the brother back then, whereas in the middle, they've not put the stripes all the way down. So what I want to know is, will you buy that? Because I've got a feeling this is going to be the biggest selling kit ever. I think it is going to smash record upon record upon record. I really do. I think it's going to be that big a thing. Thank you, Sean C, for renewing for an 8th month. And then we've got Tom renewing for a 5th month. You guys are absolutely on fire, honestly. Thank you so much. Right, we have our first guest. Abdulla Cundinio. How are you, mate? Long time no see.
Hi, Martin. A long time no see. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Bored, unemployed, and yeah. I graduated last September and still haven't found a job. Hundreds and hundreds of jobs I've applied for, and yeah, it looked like 98% of my time at university was a waste of time. It looks just. Apart from that, I'm just applying for jobs, watching City, and just getting my health and fitness up because I had an operation last summer, and yeah, I'm trying to get my life back as much as possible.
Good. As long as I wish you all success, mate, and
you too, man.
Health and your fitness is what matters most.
I watch the shows, but I don't mess it. I don't type. I just watch because sometimes it just gets toxic in all chats, in whether it's City channels or I just find it all sometimes it gets a bit too much, and I can't.
Yeah, I understand, mate.
I can't be bothered to go back and forth and with people. It's
Trust me now. We have. There's more people lurk in the background, which is fine because lurking helps the channel anyway. Some people just want to listen.
I just like to listen. If to be honest, if it's like podcast form, I can just go for a walk and just listen. John
Grogan says best of luck to you as well, mate.
Thank you so much, John Grogan. Thank you.
So what do you want to talk about city-wise then, mate? What are you what are you feeling?
Everything in general. I think we'll win all our last games. And I think we'll win the FA Cup final. I watched I know people said I'll probably get slated in the comments. I watched the Mr. Brent D says podcast. It turned out to be clickbait, as everyone thought it would be. I call him out.
Which is why I tweeted out, by the way.
Yeah. I sometimes delete it
ago.
because it just gets toxic. X that is a cesspool. It's just toxic. That's probably the worst platform. And I didn't know it was revealed that, because I believe told me, and I generally thought he was being honest. But I don't know what to believe anymore. But yeah, I watched his podcast and because I had an argument with him a couple of years ago. I posted in the chat, when the games were postponed, and I said, you care about your pockets than the players' lives, and that's why I have some sort of resentment towards him, and the way he's treated certain former channel members as well, like your Saids, your Rants, etc. The guy's a very not so nice individual. I just hope we win the last couple of games, because I need to shut up. I know a lot of Arsenal fans, and there's a special YouTuber who I love and hate him somewhat. I don't know if you've watched him. He goes on Terry's channel. Bold Nigerian guy with the glasses.
Deo.
No, not Deo. No. He's a Chelsea fan. HH. I go on his channel quite often because there's me, Patrick, and Veta. Sometimes his streams are a bit late, so I try to defend it as much as possible and stuff like that, because he hates Pep, and I don't know why. And I said, bold lives matter. I tell him, yeah, exactly, and that's what I believe. So I tell him bold lives matters, because he's your fellow bold brother, so you have to respect him. But I'm looking forward to the summer. In terms of, I think Pep will have to probably swallow a pill in terms of I don't think he has a choice in terms of having a big squad, because next season will be more games, and he will fall on his own sword if he doesn't have a big squad. That's the only critique I only have about Pep, and I understand why he doesn't like a big squad. But for you to be, he is already top 3 goats. But for you to be top 1, you have to manage a big squad. In my criteria, you have to be able to manage a big squad if you want to be competing year in, year out for all the major honors. Like for me, I want to destroy this league. For the amount of slander that this club has been getting. I want to shut up a lot of the haters, because I understand it's blatant to see. It's Arab phobia. It's only if they had Arab owners, they wouldn't be spouting Arab phobia. I understand it's Arab phobia. There is certain paint and brush. As I'm an Iraqi Arab, people hate Arabs because they have so much money. They wish they have that money. Like you saw with United fans, I see like with Adam McCall and stuff like that. They don't want. Why are you watching football if you think it's an ethical sport? It is probably the most unethical sport on this earth, in my opinion, because the way the amount of money that the players get and the sponsorships and stuff like that, and they're rightly so, they deserve the money. But in the society that we live in, as you live in England and I live in England as well, it's with the economy and stuff like that. Yeah, if people actually had any morals and ethical reasons, or ethical reasons, no. Ethics and morals, then they wouldn't watch football. If they really stuck by their word, go live in a cave, don't consume what you're consuming. Just don't, because people think they're like Samaritans in football. When I saw Big Steve getting stunned by Adam McCullough, have you seen the yeah, it just drives me insane. I do want the Premier League to. I do want the club to go after certain journalists, especially Nick Harris, Rob Harris, and Miguel Delaney. They have to. They have to. I am ruthless. I have no remorse whatsoever. They have to destroy their careers. They have to. They have to. The amount of slander. It's like I don't know if the club can ever build up their reputation. I just don't know. They have to at this point. They have to destroy certain people's careers. They have to, because for me, journalists are up there with politicians. They are up there. They are no different. They are no different in my opinion. It's just I just hope we win these next couple of games. We have to win the FA Cup final because it'll be just unbearable of those rags. It'll be so unbearable, and yeah, I hope, and we can move on to the next season and be ruthless. I want to destroy the transfer market, and we have to just keep dominating and make this actually a farmers league, because no one was complaining when it was the rags days with Sir Alex. So yeah,
No, because you're never ever going to get. You're never ever going to get the United loving, because there was a reason.
no, I don't want people to love us.
You.
I don't care, to be quite honest. I just want to destroy the league.
I know, but I do think there is a little bit of xenophobia going around about it. I do believe that. I always have. I don't know why. I really don't. By the way, big up Bolton, who have gone through tonight. Big up to Bolton Wanderers. And they've actually gone, I'm just double checking now. They've actually gone through 5-4 in aggregate. They did get beat on the night, and Dortmund are in the Champions League final. PSG have flopped again. So yeah, there you go with that one. But
they had one of my favorite players of all time, which was Nicolas Anelka. He played for Arsenal and he played for Bolton. Yeah.
On that. Yeah. Good evening, Charlie. How are you, mate? I mean, how I know you said we're going to win the next 3 and we'll win the Champions League. Is that your heart saying that, or your head?
My heart. My head is it's just because that Spurs game is just the most worrying one. That Spurs game. That's why I don't think United will get anything, but there's always United always seem to pull out the rabbit out of the hat for some reason. They always when the pressure's on, like it's just. But this is the thing. From United need to get rid of Ten Hag. Ten Hag is awful. He's actually awful. Me speaking as a Dutchman myself, I'm half Dutch. I was born in the Netherlands. That guy is the worst Dutch manager ever. The worst Dutch manager ever. Keep him as long as possible. But that guy, I don't see what people see in him. I know people say, well, he was on City's short list and stuff like that. No, that guy is awful. I'm so happy that we will never go near that guy. That guy's shocking. Like Cruyff would be spinning in his grave right now. He's worse than Frank de Boer. Frank de Boer is arguably the worst Premier League manager of all time. This guy is worse. This guy is worse. No one can outdo what this guy has done. But we said, well, if he goes Bayern is a poison chalice. So I don't know. Let's just win the next few games and let's go ruthless. Let's destroy the transfer market and let's destroy this league and keep.
No, I'm totally with you. I mean, I do think we'll win the next 4. That's my head, not my heart, because I do think we've got into a run of form. Which
I think when we need to win, we win. I do believe when we need to win.
That's what I believe.
With all this hope, well, can Arsenal? It's out of Arsenal's hands. Arsenal can do nothing about it. And I don't know if you've seen on there's the mid 6, so the big 6, but it's on playback, and people have said Spurs have literally asked their club, they want to lose. They do not want Arsenal to win the league. They do at all costs, even if they lose that game against us. But I believe we've got over that hurdle. We will win over at the Spurs stadium.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. Right, Abdulla, I've got
just one thing.
2 more minutes, mate. So I am going. If there's no one waiting, you can stay longer. But when there's a few, I'm going to.
I just wanted to ask you one last question.
Be a bit quicker. Go on, mate. Fire away.
Do you believe Pep will have no choice but to have a big squad when more games come in next season with the UCL becoming bigger?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
100%.
I wanted
I
it.
do think Pep will be made to have a squad.
All right, no worries. Thank you for having me on, Martin.
No
Good to see
worries,
you as always.
Abdulla.
Hope your
We're gonna
family
do
as
these
well.
once a month. Our
Good
time,
luck
mate.
in the future.
Take care, mate. Best of luck. So, like I said, that's how easy it is. We're going to bring in Jack, and then we'll bring in AK after him. So, if you just bear with us, AK, we're going to do it one at a time. But, Jack, good evening, mate.
Good evening, Martin. How are you doing?
A new and improved Jack, who's become positive lately.
Well, I had to be after the game the other day. I find it impossible not to, because that was the best game we played all season. I just wondered where.
Do you think it was that good?
Yeah, I thought it was our best game all season, apart from that 30-minute spell against Copenhagen. It's just everything seemed to go right for us. Obviously, minus the penalties, I think we deserved a lot more goals in that game. I think we just looked hungrier. I just think we looked like we were on a mission, especially Haaland. He was getting into good positions. He was trying to win every ball. His positioning was excellent. So yeah, no complaints about that. Just hope we're playing like that with the same intensity for the last 4 games, which I'd be surprised if we didn't. That final against them Rags, and looking at how rubbish they were last night, San Marino would put a few goals past them at the minute.
I mean, it's a weird one with United because I still fancy him to get some at the weekend
against Arsenal. I hope so. It's like a 0-0 draw where there's like 5 sending offs. Both managers.
It's a weird one with United because no matter how shit they can be, they do tend to turn up against the bigger teams.
And you know why that is? Because they're mercenaries. They can't be bothered when it's Palace.
I don't know what it is. They're very weird. It's like Chelsea this season. Chelsea been absolute crap against all the lower down in the leagues. But when they come up against the top lads, top 6, top 7, top 8, they turn up. Now, the only thing I must think it must be is the same difference we have, where you get the low block, but whereas I don't think we get every team playing low blocks against us. I don't think United and Chelsea get that, if that makes sense. So, like last night, Palace weren't going to play low block, so they'll play football. If that was us last night,
who's going to play
a different Palace team?
Who's going to play a low block against United? They're crap. You might as well they leave so much space. You don't need to.
No, hey, listen, I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you, mate. I don't know what it is. I've always said that would win these next 4. I'm not going to jump into the Fulham of flying kites at training. I know that's really annoyed Arsenal fans today. Really has wound them up. Bless the little cotton socks, and it's wound them up so damn much. But I just feel like Condino just said, Abdulla, when City have to win, we win.
Yeah,
I'm confident in us.
I think we left it a bit late, but we tend to do it at the right time most seasons. So I'd be very surprised if we didn't somehow get over the line at this point. Because it is when it's in our hands, we tend not to let it go that often. We've just got to take it game at a time. Obviously, Fulham away is never easy, but
no,
you know it's going to be a close game. But I'd be very surprised if we didn't get 3 points there.
No, I'm totally with you. You know me, Jack. I think we've spoke about this on Spaces. Is that, and to me, the performances are now a bonus.
Yeah.
I just want to get the wins, get over the line.
Yeah.
You know, if we play the nice, attractive football, even though we're boring, so be it. So be it for me. I just want to get the wins, get it done, get this title wrapped up. Because to me, I think us playing Fulham first is a massive thing. And I think it's very similar to when we played Everton last season, where we played Everton first. I think we were the late Saturday kickoff, and Arsenal played Brighton on the Sunday. And because we beat Everton away, Arsenal just dropped, mentally dropped. Now, I'm not. That's just my thinking. Listen, if Arsenal on the other hand could win all their games, but the difference is here, it doesn't matter what Arsenal now do. Arsenal come in every game 9-0. It matters nothing. It's what we do. The only time Arsenal come into play now is if we drop points.
Yeah. Well, we tend to get the job done, so I don't expect any of our players to be focusing on their game against United or Everton. But really, if we just focus on our job, then I've said this all season, when people always talk about opposition games, just focus on our own. That's when we're at our best. When we don't look at other teams, we just try and win our games and forget what they do. And because it's in our hands, there's no need to look at what they do. They could win 15-0. 15, it doesn't matter. I don't care when they win 5-0, 6-0. We could win 1-0 3 times and win the league with a significant less goal difference.
See, I didn't know that what Craig just said about Arteta gets booked with United. He misses the last home game. Didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. Which tells you just how emotional Arteta is. It really is. Right, Jack. Don't mean to sting. Is there anything you want to add before we jump? Because I've got a list of people, mate.
All right. Luckily, obviously, this thing, it doesn't really affect me because I'm going to the final anyway, and I got a ticket. But I was
going to ask if you had any thoughts on this cup final situation.
Yeah, I just think it's really disrespectful the way they're distributing the tickets out. The ticket office just they get the priorities all wrong. Like, why are they giving so much to the supporters clubs and forgetting all the season ticket holders who go to like Luton at home, Burnley at home, Burnley away, Brentford, and then you could just get someone who's been to one game this season, pick up a Wembley ticket, and then there you go. It's not fair, is it? You got to earn your final tickets, in my opinion.
I think I read something earlier on out there's 36,000 season ticket holders, and I think is it 30,000, 31,000 are the ones who've got tickets. So there's 5,000 season ticket holders not got tickets for this final, but a lot of the OFCs have got them. A lot of the OFCs have got them all. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know how they're doing it, but because I know there's people who have got tickets who shouldn't have. I don't know what they've done. And I don't mean when I say shouldn't have, I mean, I got told the OFC's only got a small number. But what I have found out is where City have, and this isn't City's fault, these are the OSC's fault, is you can be a member of about 5 different ones. So they're having a bigger pool to go from, if that makes sense. So I know that's how 1 or 2 have got them. But ideally for a cup final, it should go to season ticket holders first and then drop down. I don't know. It's a weird one because I'm not one of these. I think everyone should be able to try and get a ticket, but it's mad how it's gone on.
Yeah.
It is. But no, Jack, we'll speak again, mate. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
You are. Keep up the positivity. I'm loving it, Jack.
Yeah, will do. As long as we keep winning.
Take care, mate.
Take care. Thank you.
Evening, LB. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated that. That was Jack for you. I'm going to bring in AK, Phil, Luke, Alicia. Thank you. We will be with you shortly. Thank you for your patience. Do appreciate that. AK, how are you, mate? Thank you for
big up, Martin. Big up. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, I'm beaming after today's win. European Heritage wins again.
Well, you're a PSG fan now.
No.
Sorry, Dortmund fan. You're Dortmund fan. What do you mean by European Heritage wins again?
Yeah. PSG can hold that.
Your Dortmund shirt on.
Nah, I wish I could, but you know, is this tough to find a Haaland shirt?
No, true. So how are you feeling with the rest of the season coming up?
Yeah, I'm in at the beginning of the season, yeah, I was a big concern, and then later on I was worried that the way we were playing was yeah, I mean we were in city at all, but right now after the Wolves game and after the Palace game, I restored my confidence. And I believe he can do a four-peat and silence these rivals.
Good. What makes you think that? Is it the way we're playing? Are you just confident in general? What is it? Well, what's giving you the confidence?
My confidence, I mean, the reason is Erling Haaland's back. He scored 4 against Wolves. That's a big plus. He's back scoring like he always does. That restored my confidence. And who else? Oh yeah, and Guardiola and Doku are stepping up. Even Kovacic.
I think Kovacic has been a very, very important cog in the last few weeks. I mean, personally, you know me, I've always had my faith in the signings because I always, people call me out for it. I always give signings a year because I think they always need that year to bed in and gel, etc. And I think Kovacic, especially in this new system, it suits him. Absolutely suits him.
Yeah, and I'm noticing, when Kovacic left Chelsea, I'm beginning to see a chemistry between Kovacic and Rodri in the midfield.
Yeah.
I was beginning to see that, and it's working in our favor.
Good. No, I totally agree with it. So, what are your feelings before we move on? Because I've got loads in at the minute. I do appreciate.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll make this quick. Yeah. So,
how are you feeling for Saturday then? What are you confident for Saturday on?
Yeah, well, as much as I want Arsenal to bottle the league, yeah, I am confident that they're gonna do a 4-peat and a domestic double. I'm confident.
Right. Good.
I'm confident.
Good. Well, hopefully, when we do one of these in May, we will know. And May, June. When we come back at the end of May, start of June, we can celebrate all together.
Yeah, I mean, with the way Arsenal are going, I just hope that they bottle it. With the way they're going.
But let's hope we're not the ones bottling it.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, Martin. Of course.
No, well, thank you, AK, for coming in again. Appreciate it. Anytime, mate.
And I hope you enjoyed your bank holiday.
Yep, no, we did. Thank you very much, mate. It was very good. Take care. Thank you, mate.
Take care.
Right, we're going to bring, that was AK. We're going to bring Phil in now, who has not got a camera, but it's fine. You don't have to have a camera. Good evening, Phil.
You're right, Martin.
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. How are you?
I'm doing well myself, thanks. I remember about a month ago you came. I was in one of your spaces on Twitter, yeah, and I remember you asking me if Man City are going to win all the remaining 8 games, and we've got to a point now where it's just how many games are left? 3 games or 4, something like that. And I'm now very confident that we're actually going to win it all.
Right.
Very confident.
What's giving you that confidence?
Just watching the team click. Like I wasn't really confident in us about a month ago for some reason, but now I'm just like the confidence is that has like built up now, and I'm actually very confident.
I mean, like Guardiola's play, I wouldn't be confident after the Forest game, mate. We were lucky.
Yeah, we were, but then again, we've got a mistake in us. Like we've got one of them games where it's just things that just don't go our way. But I'm still confident that we're going to get the 3 points.
I mean, I listen. I'm totally with Craig party time because I banged on this drum for 8 months to the point where everyone's called me Happy Clapper. Happy Clappy Manchwat is what I've been called. Craig's sorry, don't buy the I'm see you're not playing well. With 45 games at home unbeaten, haven't lost in the Champions League for ages, not lost in all competitions since December. Do you think it's the style of play that makes us not, or the change of formation that doesn't make us look as good? Or do you think we've all mentally blocked out a lot of last season? Because what I am seeing is some people talk about last season. So if we look at April and March, April, May, some fans think we played like that from August last season.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Do you think it's because of what we did last season? Fans forgot about the first 7 months of last season, where, if I'm going to be honest, and you might remember this, we were having exactly the same conversations again about City don't look right.
Yeah, I do actually remember that. I actually do. It was crazy, but things that fans need to understand about last season that Man City squad was a treble-winning squad, and these lot are comparing a treble-winning squad to this season, which I don't really get why. It's a treble. There's a reason why 2 clubs have only won the treble in England. It's just
Sing on it.
Yeah, it's just people are comparing the treble-winning squad to our team this season when we've not got Gundogan, we've not got Mahrez. Laporte wasn't really that important, but he was still an extra body. So it's just people that just need to get a grip of themselves and come back to reality, because it's not going to be treble every single season. We're not going to win the treble every single season.
Yeah, I am totally with you on that. I don't know where this thing of we're going to win the treble every season's come from. It was nice to be in it. Sorry, my mouse has just died a death, and I don't know why. Just bear with me.
Yeah, it's fine.
There we go. There was it was in the wrong hole. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. No, I agree with you. And by the way, if we win the league and we win the FA Cup, we won a quad. It's not the quad, but we still won 4 trophies this season. Now that is 7 trophies in 12 months.
Yeah, and I'm looking at fans. Yeah, go on.
It's staggering to potentially win 7 trophies in 12 months.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I was looking at some rival fans saying that Man City might end up winning 0 trophies this season. And I was telling them, well, what are you on about? We've literally won the World Cup and the Super Cup.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as people make it seem it to be. Like it's still a good season. It's not a bad season.
I do think City-itis still lives in people, like Mark's put there. I believe it when we get through Fulham and Spurs, and I get that. But last week it was, I believe it if we get through Brighton and Forest. And I think that's just City fans in general. I think we always err on this side of caution than going into... And I think it's probably why Arsenal fans are annoyed a little bit, is because we don't put as much chest out as other fans. We're a bit more grounded.
Yeah, compared to Arsenal fans, I've spoken to loads of Arsenal fans, and these lot are acting as if they're going to win the league, which I don't blame them, but not in their current position. Yeah.
All right then. Out of 10, what are you thinking on winning the league?
Right now, I'm at a 9.5.
So very confident. Where you at you with the FA Cup? Because I know it's Ten Hag and it's United, but that's the only City-itis I have is derbies. I have City-itis on derbies.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not even like trying to take the piss here. I'm actually like very, very confident. So I'd rate that as like a 10 confidence.
I like
Very
it.
confident.
I like it. What score prediction was that there? What are you thinking against Fulham?
I remember last season, one of like Haaland came on and scored the penalty. But I think Cancelo got the
Yeah, I
extra.
know Alvarez scored a beauty there last season.
Yeah, so it's not going to be an easy game, but as long as we get the 3 points, that's. I mean, we can do the exact same against Nottingham, but if we get the 3 points, that's all I care. To be honest, don't really care about the performance.
No, and that's fine, Phil. Absolutely. Right, Phil, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have to move you on because there are loads waiting, mate. But anytime, and keep coming to the spaces, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Take care. Thanks for your support, mate. Legend.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, mate. So there's Phil. Again, another confident Manchester City fan. But we're all very confident at the moment. I'm going to bring in someone who I was going to ask to come on the channel generally because I do want to get him on. Luke, good evening, mate. How are you? You're on mute. You've muted yourself.
There you go. Well,
No, yeah,
I'm
mate.
good, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you, mate. Good. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Luke, as you know, he's from the Not in My Lifetime podcast on YouTube. So I have put them into the description for channels now for the City family. So any help over there, go and give Luke and the gang Not in My Lifetime podcast a lot of love. Really good channel on YouTube. So Luke, how you think? Because obviously you did a show earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling with these next? Well, I say 4 games, 3 plus 1. I'm not quite at the 3-4 yet. I'm not even. I don't, to me, I've not even got the FA Cup final made at the minute.
No, because I'm going to the FA Cup final with Alex, Danny on the day, so that'll be good. But it's not even in my mind right now because it doesn't matter. Like it's something to build up when we get there. But I'll be honest with you, I'm taking it a game at a time. That's all I can do. I think I'm doing what LB was doing on the shows ages ago. One game because we know ourselves in a title running. You can't assume anything. Like anything can happen at any game. A VAR call can happen at any given moment. You've got to just take it for what it is. So I think the Wolves game, I was really impressed. I mean, I was surprised that Wolves played so far out the back than the way they did. I was Garen playing good ball, but I was quite surprised that they decided to go with that kind of gung-ho approach because against Haaland, De Bruyne and Foden, that's a suicide. And as we saw, 5 goals. So I think if like that every game, every game to that kind of level, I think we'll definitely be in a good chance of winning the last 3 games. But as I said, mate, it's 1 game at a time.
Yeah, no, I totally I get that. And that's probably where I'm at as well a little bit. I mean, I'm just I put my chest out 6 months ago and said we'd win the league when we were crap or playing crap back at the time. To me, like I said to you, I just find this 3-5-2 a lot more comfortable. It seems to suit us a little bit better because a friend of mine always said to me, it wasn't never about there was no point in control if it was slow. Had to be control with a better tempo. And I think what we're seeing is, if you look back, you know, that Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool games where we decided we were going to play all-out attack. And I think Pep's just thought, I'm going to get the best of both worlds here. A little bit quicker, a bit more overloaded in the top end. But with Kovacic and Rodri there, it gives us that total, gives us like a wall. Because that was my biggest thing with the Rodri part was Rodri was exposed when we did that originally. Because he didn't have Kovacic next to him. Because Bernardo and Alvarez weren't coming back to help. And it was just simply Rodri, man on his own. Honestly, I've said it, I've watched that Chelsea game now 4 times, the 4 each. I've never seen Rodri as exposed as what he was at Stamford Bridge. I've just never seen him like that. And that doesn't make Rodri a bad player, makes the system bad. But this one just, because it is, I understand what you meant earlier. I think there's a difference between the 3-5-2 with the ball and without the ball. With the ball, it's a bit more attacking. Without the ball, it looks a little bit more defensive. Do you have a concern on the system that it may drop our wingers out if we continue with the flying fullbacks?
I'd say I do a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. When Doku came on, I was at the game Saturday, and when I saw Doku come on, he did a very, very good job. But it wasn't that long time was on, but they did a good cameo of sort of what he can do on that right hand side.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would totally ruin or throw wingers out of the equation, but I think it's kind of like. I think it's kind of like what we've got to look at it is if it works well for Haaland and gets him more involved and gets him more goals, which I think at the end of the day, right, I know we're more of a team than just Erling Haaland, but we get the better out of him when we got him actually getting the chances to score the goals, as we saw on Saturday. So I think if it works that way, then I'm perfectly fine with it. But as long as we have an alternative to try and get lots of Doku, Grealish, maybe a Savio, obviously comes in next season. Because I think I always said that this to Alex and other people on Twitter this season that it was always going to be a season of change, of going from one team to the next team. This year, I mean, the fact that we're even going for a 3 again was insane. I never thought that was going to. I thought we would have been out FA Cup earlier. The fact that we actually probably be in a semi-final right now, against Bayern Munich right now, is ridiculous. So I think the fact is, I'm just proud of how far we've come as a club and more anything, of being in situations every year to sort of be competing for it. And look, bear in mind, right, a double is still ridiculously insane. People don't forget that because we've done so well and so much already. A double is still incredible, even if we do just get them to. It's still ridiculously insane. But like you said, it's going to be a season of change this year. And I think next season we'll be interested to see how this team develops with new players coming in and how the 3-5-2 looks. Who comes in where, and I think just Gvardio as well, especially looks so good in the system. I think next season will be the one. I reckon player of the year.
Wingers and fullbacks. I think you could do that depending on the winger.
Yeah.
This is why I've got anything against Sane. I know Sane would struggle to do that role, in my opinion, what I've seen of him. I think when you look at the wingers we've let go or have left, there's never been an issue going forward. It's the coming back.
Yeah.
And that's all it is for me. And this year, I don't understand this. We play boring football. We don't. We play football, the pet play. And it just, to me, it's just another stick to beat us with. What are your thoughts on these FA Cup tickets? Because obviously you've seen all the hoo-ha, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I'll be real. I mean, I'm not with a supporters club anyway. I can't just do the old membership stuff and get through that anyway. I didn't. My mate, I never got a ticket to the finals because Alex, my mate, he has no one going to the game, so I've got a ticket for that game. So I've got a kind of a legitimately way anyway. But I feel for both sides here because the thing is, I mean, the fans from obviously America and that who have got the tickets, fair play to them for getting tickets.
Yeah.
But the club have got to find a way where it rewards season ticket holders that go, look at the show season ticket, but I don't right now. It's a shame, but it is what it is. But for the ones who do have a season ticket, they should have the right to be able to go to these kind of games. Especially if you've been to most of the games this season, you shouldn't be priced out of it, or you can't because they've already been allocated to these clubs already. I think it should always be the season ticket holder should be offered the chance first to get tickets at least at Wembley, and then after that, if there's any left, then goes to the supporter clubs. Like I know everyone has a point of view, but that's only fair for the ones who go week in, week out. Of me anyway.
Do you know what? I think SOS put it in the comments. I can see us going to a system like United have, where instead of the cup scheme being an option, I think we're all going to be forced into it.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's now the problem is the demand. The demand is outweighing the tickets now. The demand is just so up there now. And I totally understand it. But to me, for any kind of a final, If you've had a season ticket and you've got the points, they should get first crack. Otherwise, you might as well do away with the point system. The point system, and listen, I'm not even going to go into the loyalty point system and the forest of issues that there is around that one with the platinum and the gold and the silver and the value and everything, everything else we've got now. We've even now got the top 6 season ticket, I think, starting from next season, which I don't know where we're going next anymore. Because the simple fact of it is, if we're in a situation where you can now buy a season ticket for the top 6 games, where I don't know where we're going anymore. I understand they're going to make money, but they've got to be careful. There has to be a balance. The OSCs need to get tickets 1,000%, but you should only be a member of one. You shouldn't be allowed what I've seen today, where you are a member of 5 different ones, because then you've got 5 separate chances. We have Pat on here, as you know, who's the president of the Sydney one.
Yeah.
And I know they run checks that you're not linked to everyone else. But this is where Kevin Parker comes in. Kevin Parker should then be checking up on that. But hey ho. Luke, I'm going to ask you before we drop, mate. It's lovely having you. We will, hopefully, Luke, I'll get you back on a proper show with a panel, and you can stay for all of it, mate. Because I do want to get you and your guys on. But I will say, how confident are you out of 10 for the league right now?
Oh, I think after the Arsenal game, I was probably about a 7. I was a bit like you. Like, I was a little bit not sure, but I knew we had experience to go that far. But I needed to see more improvement before I sort of got to a higher level. Now I'm saying about an 8.5. I think I know we have history of getting it done, and I think if we do get it done, brilliant. I'm not surprised at all. But I don't want us to get too ahead of ourselves. Fulham is still off game. Tottenham are random, as we all know. White Hart Lane is a horrible nightmare. Even though we won there this season, is the league, not the FA Cup. I'm just holding out there. So I'll go 8.5. I think if we win on Saturday, 9. Every game is close towards a 10.
I know it's going to happen though. If we win Saturday, everyone will then just get all nervy for Tottenham, and it'll come into. No, we've never won there, and everything else. It'll all kick off. You know what's coming. I know what's going to come. But anyway, Luke, honestly, not in our lifetime podcast. Get over there, hit that subscribe button for Luke and the guys. Did a great show earlier on as well. Go over there, show them a lot of love. Cheers, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Speak to you soon. Damesh and Ed, we will get you on. I know Alicia, I will make sure I don't want to butcher his name. I know he dropped out and come back. He was ahead of you in the queue, so I'm just going to bring him in now. Good evening. Is it Alicia, Eliza? I don't want to say your name wrong, so I do apologize. I don't want to say your name wrong, mate.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for your patience, first of all. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm also humbled to be, part of this show.
No, thank you. It's people like you that make these shows, and we just want to thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I'm from Africa, Zambia.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched your show that you had with LB area. I think that was yesterday.
Oh, about the piece the media piece.
Yeah, I watched it, man, and I can assure you, the same way, the same thing you was writing on that article. It's exactly what's happening here in Zambia, in Africa. Like, Live fans don't like City.
Right. Why do you think that is?
Huh?
What do you think the reason is for that?
It's jealousy. It's jealousy. Especially Man United fans, Arsenal fans, and Liverpool fans. These 3 cartel. They hate Man City.
I mean, it's a very sad. It's sad because City will Pep. It's not even the fans I feel sorry for. It's Pep and the players, because they're not going to get the credit they deserve from people. Because I know for a fact if we played in red and we were called United or Liverpool, it's like Arsenal this season. Arsenal have been told they're the best team in the world, but they may not win the league. And for me, the best team wins the league.
Yes. Yes.
So if Arsenal win the league, then yes, they're the best. They've been the best team. If City win the league, City have been the best team. So I don't buy into this. I don't care how you play football. Football is on how many wins and how many losses. And it's pure jealousy. It's the same with the money.
Pure jealousy. Pure jealousy. They have been trying to pull their 115 charges everywhere just to bring City down, you know?
Yeah. I mean, so do they talk about the 115 in Zambia then?
Yeah, a lot. Like when they see you, you know, it's jealousy. They want to put the 115 charges in front, you know, to shadow our performances and everything that we are doing at the club. So yeah, like they really wanted us to be, you know, to be thrashed out of the Premier League by now. They have been waiting, you know, but unfortunately, you know, I think we are not guilty, man. I think we are innocent. Like, we are innocent. And it's just a matter of time.
Well, so you think we will be innocent in all of this?
Yeah, we are, yeah. Because I can assure you, you know, how I see it, man, like, let me tell you the truth. How I see it, the way I see it myself is that the Premier League has just been trying by all means to, you know, to stop City's dominance. So these 115 charges, me, I feel like it's just a way to stop us from going forward. And I think all these charges were brought about by the rivals and the other fans. And I feel like maybe in, you know, the Premier League and the what do you call that? The FFP? I don't know how you call that thing.
The financial fair play.
Yeah, the FFP, financial fair play. I think that group has got some rival fans, you know, Man United and other guys in there. So I'm sure they were the one who are pushing it. And I can assure you, we are innocent. Because if we were guilty, because those charges came about last year and they even made us win the treble. That's how I think. Because after they came up, our team became together and we pushed through and we won the treble. If we were guilty, my God, I don't know.
Well, like Timmy's put it, same in the UK. We stand together, we are set. And that's it. As long as we're together, they can't break us. They cannot break us. And that's so. How confident are you on us winning the league? Do you think we'll win the league?
Looking at how Kajola has been for the last 7 years, I think we are winning. I think for me, personally, I think it's 10 over 10, 10 over 10, because I know we cannot lose to Fulham and to which one? To Spurs? Tottenham. No, we are not to Tottenham.
And then West Ham at home.
And West Ham, it's a win. Fulham, it's a win. Spurs, we lose at Spurs, but it's a win. We are winning.
Good. I like it. I like the confidence. I'm loving it. And do you think we'll beat United in the final?
United. That's an interesting one, because the previous one was so exciting. Like, I wanted to corrupt, man. That's why I miss Gundogan. But I think we're gonna win Man United, because look at the way they are now. No, we are gonna win them. Maybe a 2-0.
I'm loving it. Right, Alicia, we're gonna move on. Is it Alicia? Sorry, tell me how to pronounce your name properly. I just don't wanna.
Alicia.
Thank you. No, thank you for the support on the channel. It's amazing. And send our love over to the Zambian Blues. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. We're going to bring in someone now who is a regular on these calling shows now, and I love hearing from him. Is Deesh? Are you there, mate?
Hello, Martin. How are you?
How are you doing, mate? Good to hear from you again.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I think the last time we spoke, you came up. Was it the Villa game you were coming over for?
Yeah. Villa game, great game to be there for the first game. Phil Foden hat trick. So yeah, it was.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I was around the stadium for like 1.5 hours before the kickoff time, and yeah, then came for the stadium tour the next day as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good
What did
trip.
you think of the stadium tour? Out of interest,
Uh,
did
like
you
I
learn any
think
history? Because I don't know if you've seen the rant I went on about. They didn't tell us a lot
I,
about the history of the club.
I was in that show. Yeah, I was watching it live as well. Like it wasn't really much about the history, to be honest. It was more about like it wasn't just like normal. They told us some fun facts about what's the team currently doing within the dressing room, what's the inside jokes, a couple of inside jokes. They told us
Yeah,
about few of the um what the boxes like player boxes which they buy. So like couple of fun facts, who which player got it for free in their contract and stuff like that. So yeah, but they didn't talk about the history as you were talking in that show. So and
yeah.
not much talk about that. But yeah, overall, I also went on Anfield tour as well, but I would say City's tour is still better than that. So yeah.
No, I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you. So, how are you feeling now? 3 games to go. We've
I would say we will win the game, and I just have a feeling that on Saturday against Fulham, we will win like by big margin. I just have a
oh
feeling
wow.
we'll win by 4 or 5 margin, and I think that will even create like huge pressure on Arsenal because right now they are feeling that if City even draw one, they'll be definitely winning the league. But I I'll say that we'll win big against Fulham. I just have a feeling, and they'll be in more pressure because then it's not sure as well. Like even if we draw, we can still win because I think it's 6 goals. That's the difference right now, and uh, and we have 1 game extra against Spurs. So even if we win very closely to Spurs, we still can win the league even if we draw. But I think we will win all 3 games anyways. Like I think we'll win all 3.
Do you think Arsenal will win all their games?
Yeah, I think so too. I think they are winning both of their games against United. It will be close. It won't be so easy as everyone is talking about because of United getting thrashed by Crystal Palace yesterday. It was amazing to see as well. But I think it will be a close game, but Arsenal will win both their games. Yeah.
Mm. I don't know why I've said this earlier on. I don't know what it is, and don't ask me why, because United are crap. They're awful. They're really poor. But it wouldn't surprise me United get a draw against Arsenal.
No, that is the reason why I'm giving them like I'm saying that it will be a close game because if it wasn't if was someone else, I would say Arsenal would win easily because it's United and it's at the Old Trafford. I'm saying it
Yeah,
might be a close one, but I think because they have so many injuries right now, like their defense is literally all gone. So I
it's a
think
good
if
point.
they had their whole team, I would say United can get a draw or even get a win. But since they have so many injuries, I don't think they have a chance. Like Arsenal currently they seem very motivated as well, but I
Mm.
think they left it too late. And if they have won against Aston Villa, then I think they might have got a win this year. But I think they just got into the rhythm a bit late and they thought City will lose. And now they are feeling the way Liverpool fans feel that even if they get one draw or one lose in last 10-15 games, City win all their games and they just win the league. And and I honestly want to us to win all 3 games and Arsenal to win both of their games as well, just to see that them saying that they are the best team in the league doesn't really matter. Like what matters is who wins. So I really want us to win all 3, them to win all 2, score 10 goals in their next 2 matches, still lose the league. That would be lovely.
Oh, I'd love, yeah, I'd
and
love
and also and also like I doesn't really see much prop for our players. Like our players are, some of the players have played so well this year. Everyone talks about Rice. Everyone wants to talk about Saka. No one wants to talk about player of the season, Phil Foden. So,
No, that's a great. And you know what? I don't mind it so much because I'm like, just let Phil do his talking on the pitch.
no, but Martin, what I would say is, if we don't talk about it, why would the rivals talk about it? Like,
No, the one thing I will say, I mentioned this earlier on, City fans we don't do this. Our players are the best. We do, because we just carry on. Because the thing is, our trophies and our records and our success has proved to us we are the best.
yeah,
We don't need to gloat about it because we've got the evidence to show it.
no, I won't say gloat about it, but talk more about it. Like,
Yeah,
what we are doing now. Like, it doesn't need to be like on level 10. It can be like on level 6, 7. Right now it's on like 3, 4. But I think it can be a bit more than this. But I won't say just go on X, go on every platform, praising our players every time, but do a bit more than we are doing right now. Like, that's
I understand that. I think with City fans, it's just, I think we're a little bit more humble. We're a little bit more, I don't know. I said it earlier on. I think there is still that City-itis within some of us. And we don't, I think what it is we don't want to say too much in case it comes back. And
yeah, I see your point, and with some players, with some players, I would say that's a good point, because we shouldn't like prop them too much, because some players haven't done it for like long period, or they're like, if you praise KDB, if like even Phil Foden now, like he has been in the team for like 4, 5 years. He wasn't the main player for the last few years, but like since last year or like year before that, he has started to be one of the main parts of the team. And this year he is actually one of the team members. This year he wasn't like a squad player. He wasn't like in half of the games. Like most of the games he has played, he has won us a lot of games. And now there shouldn't be any doubt about Phil Foden, which there is a lot still. Like, I don't know how people can still doubt Phil Foden. Like like, especially especially some of the debates which you have with Judge Mo, and I'm like I don't think he has an agenda against Phil Foden, but like,
he does, and trust me, I'm calling him out tomorrow on it. People have said to me, why do you go on Judge Mo's and never a foul? It's not, the reason I go on it is because I will hit back. So when Mo, listen, Mo is a nice guy. I know him, spoke to him personally, he's a nice guy. But he has got a little bit of an agenda on set, and I've told him that. But I know tomorrow he'll talk about Grealish again, and I'll have to go back on a Grealish debate again with him. So, and it's just
every time there's someone new.
Listen, tomorrow, I give as good as I get with Mo, and he knows that. I do it with Cass, but Cass is a bit more towards Setter. And listen, I know what Mo does, and it's part of the YouTube game. I get it. He wouldn't talk about City if City didn't get views. So there you go.
Obviously, like, people don't care about us, but they want to talk about us every time.
They don't care about us, but they talk about us all the time. So listen, and I will have that debate with Judge Mo tomorrow. I'm on there with, look, I go on with Dan Potts, who's he's a very sensible Arsenal fan, and he's a really nice guy as well. So me and Dan Potts will put the world to right tomorrow. City versus Arsenal on the running, and we'll sort it out. But Deesh, how are you feeling out of 10? Do you think we'll win the league?
Like, on confidence level, I'm saying 9.5. But on the same time, on nervousness level, I'm also like 8. Like, I'm a bit nervous as well. Like, I usually get a bit nervous when we go on these run-ins and finals and semi-finals. But I would say this time I'm pretty confident, but still a bit nervous. Yeah.
No, I'm totally with you. Deesh, I'm going to move on to the next one. Thank you so much, mate. Keep calling in.
Thank you, Martin.
I said they were going to be regular, and they will be. You're a legend, mate. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye, Martin. Thank you.
Take care, mate. Now, just before I bring Ed in, I have got a couple of things I just need to run through. PK, thank you for renewing your membership for the 6 month. You are a legend, sir. And Mark Fogg again. I said it earlier. Fire in the chat. W's in the chat for Mark Fogg. 10 gifted super chats again. Thank you so much, Mark. You are a legend, sir. The support from this community, this family. It's not a community, it's a family, is amazing, and I can't thank all of you enough. Thank you so much. Elliot, Jack, I will come to your questions once we've finished with the call-in. I will do some of that, but I promise you we'll do it. Someone who contributes on the Mancunian Way Twitter Spaces is about to join us now a lot. Everyone we do is here. Really nice guy. Supported this channel from day one. Supported me from day one. Ed, how are you, mate? Hello? Can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Well, can hear you now, mate.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm not bad. How are you?
Oh, sorry, there's an echo for me. But Martin, how you feeling about the? Let me ask you some questions. You've been asking everybody else. How you feeling going into the game? How you feeling about the team right now?
See, that's 2 questions. You've asked me 2 there. How do I feel about the game on Saturday? I'm confident. I'm never too confident because you know me, respect them, don't fear them. Listen, I'm more happier when I'm seeing Fulham flying kites in the middle of training rather than kicking balls around. That's always a good sign. Yeah. I know it's pissed a lot of Arsenal fans off, but hey ho. Sorry. Listen, do I expect Fulham to be flying kites tomorrow? No. Of course, they're going to be professional and they're going to come in. That can also be danger as well, because when you've got the leash off and you've got a little bit of freedom, Fulham can play really good football as well. Take care, Craig. Legend, mate. Thank you so much. I was going to answer your question, but you're leaving. I'll answer your question soon. And I've also got Elliot's to answer as well. Elliot and Jax. I'll come back to them. But no, I'm confident, but I think we have to play the same way we played against Wolves and Brighton to beat Fulham.
Yeah. I actually kind of like it towards the end of the year too, because the teams like where Fulham at, they don't have things like to play for, so they actually play more open than usual. And like you said, they have freedom to do more things, and I feel like that plays right into our hands, especially how we've been playing lately. And I'm confident. I feel like Fulham actually will be our toughest game out of the remaining ones. So
does it worry you that it's their last home game? Because they've only won 1 out of the last 6, so not on the greatest run. I know they drew against Brentford last time. I mean, the last 6, I'll give you, drew 0-0 with Brentford, drew 1 each with Palace, got beat by Liverpool, they beat West Ham, they got beat at all. The home record lately is not good.
Yeah, but you have to think about it, right? Like you said, we respect everybody, but they already hit their targets. I don't think they're like, oh my gosh, we have to win this last home game. I feel like they did what they wanted to do for this run, and I think their fans are happy to where they're at. I feel like their fans are happy with the ball they're playing, so I don't think there's any pressure on them to win that game, really.
No, okay. Do you think the half 12 is a factor?
We're not Liverpool.
Or is that
we're not Liverpool. We're not Liverpool.
Is that a Jurgen Klopp thing?
Yeah. We're not Liverpool. I think we're fine with it. I think right now Pep has our guys locked in. And one thing about us, right? When we know our target, when we know what we have to do to close the deal, we do it. And I know a lot of rivals and other fans are tired of hearing that, but that's just how life is.
Yeah, no, listen, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, I'll be straight with you. I'm gonna let everyone into a little secret now. Fulham game, I'll watch. Tottenham game, I am going to drive around in the hills, out the way. No one will see me or hear from me till post-match.
What, you're not going to have Alan on the phone doing a watch along with you?
I will go hiding for the Tottenham game. I will be nervous. I know this is me. This is breaking news. I will be nervous for Tottenham.
Okay.
I will watch it, but I'll be nervous.
Actually, I feel like with Tottenham, I actually want them to win that Burnley game because if they don't win that game,
well, it's immense 5th place for them virtually.
Also, too, right? Like, if they don't, their fans will be on Ange. Like, their fans will be on him. Like, you probably don't know that much because you're doing a lot, Martin. But their fans are calling for his head. Like, a lot of fans are calling for him to be out.
I've seen that.
So if they lose that game, it's going to even be more pressure. So they might feel like they have to play for the manager. America, Florida. I'm actually going to meet. Hopefully, I meet Martin when he comes over for the preseason.
He's buying me a beer when I go over.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, I kind of want them to win that game so they don't feel like they have something to play for our game. Where they be for the manager, will it be for for pride, But yeah. But Martin, guess what? Guess how I actually got into supporting Man City? Guess what player got me supporting Man City?
You're gonna tell me Claudio Reyna, aren't you?
No. I'm for everybody out there. I'm 27, right? So
no, the only reason I say that is because Claudio Reyna, I've got an American buddy, and it was Claudio Reyna and DeMarcus Beasley who got him into Sir.
For me,
there's the blast from the past for some people. DeMarcus Beasley scored at Fulham, by the way. At Fulham, DeMarcus.
Actually, for me, it was Super Mario. That's who.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. What got you? What did Bala do for you? Was it to throw in the fireworks? You picked the most
he was a
controversial City player that could have been.
He was a character like I always love for players to have character, and also he received a lot of hate too, and I always just wanted to support people that are going through those things, and I just was following him, and I just fell in love with City for what they were trying to do at that time, and yeah, it just clicked from there.
Yeah, Balotelli, yeah, he was great. But one of the best penalty takers I'd ever seen. Never missed a penalty. I don't know how he did it. But in the end, Balotelli was Mancini's downfall. Balotelli got Mancini the sack.
But you love and hate those players, right? Because
you do.
All the stuff they do off the pitch, you love them on the pitch.
Nobody liked Joey Barton, and he was an idiot off the pitch.
Hey, we got one right now, but we're not going to talk about it. Okay, we're not going to talk about that.
I'm going to out of 10. How confident are you on this title? Because a lot of people are at 9s, 9.5s.
I'm right up there. See this. Let me break this down for everybody. I'm like a 9-10, but when the game comes on,
you're
right?
about 10.
And I got the nerves, right? And then you have LB adding on to my nerves because he
does that for show. Ignore him. He's doing that for show. He's texting me going, "We're going to win this 10-0." Ignore it. No, he's not really. I'm joking.
But yeah, when the game comes on, I don't know what it is. You just get those nerves when you watch the game because you're just into it, right? But I'm not doubtful.
If you're not nervous at this stage of the season, then you're not emotionally
invested. Yeah, it's just
everyone is emotional. Everyone is emotional.
If we weren't playing like as well as we are, and if we were just getting over the line, I know it's all about results, but it just makes you feel that extra confident when the performances actually are matching those results, and you're like, I don't have nothing. Like you got Jack coming on here smiling, man. Like majority of the season, he was trying to, he was kicking, he was throwing trash cans, he was trying to pull up weeds, man. He was on Twitter Spaces with Jack. It's
it's fun. Anyway, Ed, thank you so much, mate. I'm going to move on to our final caller of the evening, and then I will get into the questions. Ed, you can get over there. Ed is always on the Twitter Spaces, always on there. So thank you, Ed. Cheers, mate. You are a legend. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
You too, mate. Speak to you soon. I am going to close off the thing now, just so we can close them. So I've got one more, which is Callum, the Portuguese Silver. How are you, mate? Thank you for calling in.
Hiya, how are you? All good, thank you.
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, good, all good. Just ready for the weekend and next week at Spurs. So, yeah.
What are you feeling in going into the Fulham game? I know you mentioned Spurs, but
Um,
obviously we've got the Craven Cottage first.
yeah, I would say fairly confident. I think kickoff time won't be a problem either. So I think we'll get the job done there. I think the biggest thing for us is Spurs away, where it usually causes, of course, other than the FA Cup, we haven't scored there. So yeah.
Do you think the Tottenham game could be different because of the way Ange plays? Because he plays very open now. Said but verbally doesn't work on set pieces. Is he showing his naivety to think in the Premier League and that could give us the edge in this game?
I think he is. If you watch him at Celtic, the way he's played at Celtic as well, he's brought that philosophy to Tottenham as well, where that high line where Haaland likes getting behind a lot of the time. And obviously, we come up against a lot of teams where the very low block, very narrow in between the lines as well, which makes it difficult for us, for the likes of KDB folding the supply service into Haaland. I think that game will be a very tasty game away at Tottenham, where there could be quite a few goals going in left, right, and centre. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. How confident are you on winning the league right now?
I would say I'm very, very calm. I would say very confident as well. I just think take it game by game. I think that's the main thing. I think don't get ahead of ourselves, because obviously we've got Fulham on Saturday, and even if Arsenal drop points on the Sunday, I think we still need to go to Tottenham and win and prove a point that we can actually win at Tottenham and score there. Like we did in the FA Cup.
Well, we dominated in that game as well, actually. Now, obviously, they'll have some back, which will be a massive. But obviously, we've got Haaland back, KDB fully fit. Everyone will be back for us. At the moment, we have no injuries, which is a great thing. Looking at your name there, I'm presuming you're a Bernardo Silva fan.
I am indeed, yeah.
Are you related to Alan?
No. No.
No. There was no hesitation in that. What deep down, and I want your head, not your heart. What are your thoughts on Bernardo possibly going in the summer?
I don't think he will leave.
Okay. What makes
the rumor has it over here in Portugal. I live here. The rumor is he's going to stay for another season, and possibly what City will do is do a swap deal with João Neves, who's a young midfielder at the moment, just coming through. So,
is it 103, 105 million? Something
it's
roughly
100,
around that.
yeah, roughly around that sort of area, where similar to João Felix that left and went to Atletico Madrid, didn't really work out there, had problems with Simeone. But yeah, I think
I would agree with that. If they get Bruno this summer, though, I think that will kibosh the João Neves situation.
Yeah.
For me, I think the problem with Bernardo was only contracted till 2026.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah. So the problem is, if you don't take the 50 this summer, you're not going to get 50 next summer. because no one's going to pay 50 for him in his last year at 30. So I suppose it's when does it become a footballing decision and when does it become a business decision? Because I'm totally with you. If you get it, I'm totally with you. That's how I see him going to Benfica. Is fifth Bernardo plus João Neves, and then we give them money. I know how it. You know what I mean. That's the only way I see him, because I know he wants to go back to Benfica. I just suppose it's going to depend on who triggers that release clause, or if anyone does.
I think you're spot on with that, because the only other real thing I can see is he lets his contract run down. City let him go for free, and he goes to Benfica for the
I don't
last
think they can
couple
afford
of seasons.
I don't,
but
especially if these new FFP stuff comes in. Because I mean, if you think about it, like people there, Musiala and Birch, you want them not this summer, the summer after. You're gonna need some money. You're gonna need someone to go out to get that money in, because City can't just keep dropping 300 million each summer. And whether we like this or not, our EDS is starting to run a bit dry from next summer. This summer's okay because you've got your Delaps, your Telehour is, etc. Next summer, we kind of the well's a bit dry then on the EDS stuff. So then you're at first team players. So I sounds daft. This I just feel as though we're back to another summer where Bernardo Silva's crucial in our transfers.
He is. I think the main thing here is to sort him out in the summer as well, because if we can't get that deal with João Neves from Benfica, I don't know where Barcelona won't pay 50 million. They don't have that money. The rumour has it Cancelo might be coming back. They can get loans, but the factor comes into play where with Barcelona and Real Madrid, especially Barcelona, they don't have the money. So they can loan him, but City won't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like Craig's put it, any Bernardo Silva will not be on his release clause. City want him to do 3 years more, and with City and Pep and go to free on Benfica. It's again, I get it. We're just at that release clause, aren't we? We're at that situation, which is again, we're back to it. But no, anything you want to add before we move on, Callum?
Just touch on just about the rival fans, just about jealousy and a bit of that. I've been hearing a load of talk this week. I actually dropped LB a message just to do with a certain Liverpool fan. To be fair, going on and talking about City, the sort of hatred towards us is...
Oh, the show me and LB did yesterday.
Yeah. The show you and him did, but another platform where the hatred towards City is just unrecognisable.
Oh yeah, United. Listen, you know I'm a dinosaur. This hatred for United was not there like this.
Oh no,
it's a whole new level.
Yeah, it's going on about Doku and still McAllister and all that. To be fair, if you watch that tackle again, Doku touches the ball first, and then McAllister runs into him. And obviously, a lot of people talking about that penalty on Saturday, the first one, that was a penalty for me.
100%.
If you give that Arsenal one, I didn't watch the game, but if you give, I've seen the highlights. If you give that Arsenal one, our one's definitely a penalty. And my opinion, I don't know how the second one he didn't get sent off, because he's last man. Apparently, it's something to do with if I'm correct, the penalty box area inside the area.
Yeah,
that's why he didn't get sent off.
Well, it's double jeopardy, isn't it? They got that. They all put that double jeopardy rule in inside the box. Unless it's violent conduct, you can't get a penalty and a red card anymore. So
yeah,
and the thing is, I don't understand why the penalties were made. So we'll come back to that, Craig, in a minute. The reason why I got a bit annoyed with the penalty stuff is because the penalties didn't decide the outcome of the game. The game was won with or without them penalties. It wasn't like it was a 2-0 game or 2-1 and it was 2 penalties that won it.
Oh no, we
The
absolutely
game was
battered
won
them.
without them. So it
Absolutely.
amazes me I think people are just grabbing at excuses just to have a little dig at City for some weird reason. I say weird reason, it's jealousy. It's copium and
It is.
jealousy. It's all it is
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Because if there was red ribbons on the trophy, there wouldn't be an issue. Because there's blue ones, everyone loses the shit. And it amazes me.
It would just be lovely to rub salt in the, as we say, salt in the wounds.
I mean, there's a Wolves fan here. You won 5-1. Pens didn't matter. And that's from a Wolves fan. Does it? It didn't matter. It's like the Arsenal one. It didn't matter. What happened with Havertz? Did have won anyway. So you move on.
Exactly that.
Opium, mate. No, but Callum, thank you for joining us, mate.
No
Come
worries.
and join us on the next one. Always welcome.
No worries. Thank you.
Really
I'll
good,
just quickly say something. We win on Saturday and Arsenal win. I think then, obviously, big game on Tuesday where we will have to take the game to Tottenham.
Oh, yeah. I think it suits us, though, that.
Yeah, I think I might do what you're planning to do, is go out for a drive and not watch the game. Turn my phone off as well.
Listen, I say all this, but I'll be watching it. I'll end up watching it. I'll just be scared and nervous all the way through.
Actually might work, Martin, if you do that and we'll win.
The only thing I said the last time I did that was remember when we played the derby, when Sane scored in the midweek? That was the one I disappeared for. Because that was the one where I think it was the same year Aguero scored that goal at Burnley. Like right near the end, and it was on the line.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle that last few games because it was just so nervy, and it was Liverpool win, we win, Liverpool win, we win, and it just it's not enjoyable, but it is enjoyable if you make sense. But no, thank you, Callum.
Thank
Anytime,
you,
mate. Come and join us.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, mate.
Thank you.
So there you go. That was our phoning show. I'm not going to end. I'm going to stay on for 10 more minutes. A massive thank you to everyone who has joined in tonight. I promise you, we're going to do this one a month. One a month, we're going to do these. Where we did one in March. We did one in April. Do one in May. We're going to do one at the end of May, start of June, for the end of the season. And amazing. Because this is what it's about. It's your channel. I want to hear from you lot. This is what we want. We want to hear from you lot. And this is what we want to do. Right, few questions. Jack asked earlier on, Martin, do you think we'll sign a right winger? Already got Savio. If Savio stays, do I think we'll sign a right winger? No, I don't think we will. I really don't. Nunes, right wing back. Any truth with this happening moving forward? I was told earlier today that was a possibility. Nunes could be used as a right wing back moving forward. Which is why I don't think we'll sign a right winger. And I know that will really wind some people up. Alan. Gold trophy coming for the 4P. I'll be better that, Mark. Martin, do you reckon we'll get Sven in to present? I hope so. I've not heard anything about it. I know it's just rumours at the moment, but I would love that we could get Sven out, whether it's before the game, anything. I think it'd be amazing because I know people talk about Mancunian, but Sven was at the very beginning of this journey. I know, listen, and the love that he had for the City fans, no other fan base sings a name for 95 minutes when you are 8-1 down. And we got beat 8-1, not because we were crap against Middlesbrough or Alves wanting a run. It was simple. The fact is the players were having a little bit of a protest against one Taksin Shinawatra. But Sven-Göran and Eriksson, I pray and hope he comes back. We know as long as the title race is still on, we know David and Sergio will be with us at the Etihad on the last day. It would be a touch of Elegance. I mean, Andrew said touch, class. I think elegant, if we could bring Pep out, Sven out, or even you could do it two ways. If we won the league by them, say we won the league by West Ham, let Sven walk the team out. Let Sven walk the team out onto the pitch. Something like that. I know he wouldn't be allowed to join in with the coaching staff. That's an even better idea. Let him be Pep's assistant for the day or whatever. But I don't know where he is health-wise. I don't know if I don't know where. I haven't heard a lot lately. I know he's sadly got cancer and it's untreatable. And it's sad that someone, a great manager like Sven, who wasn't just City manager, England manager, Lazio manager, he very nearly went to Blackburn, believe it or not. But didn't go to Blackburn, but nearly went to Blackburn. See, I'm showing my age now, aren't I? Nearly went to Blackburn. I just think if you could get him to lead the team out, let him do that. But he is going to be there, like Craig said. He will be there. It's just, I just want that game to be so special. And by the way, people talking gold trophies, it's only going to be a little gold trophy. You'll still get the main one. It'll be like Wenger. You get a little one. You won't get the big, huge one made in gold. Sven, our legend coach, pudding, chips, peas and gravy section. You're a pain up the ass. I want to be part of this channel. What should I do? I stay in Africa. Profit. Next time we do one of these, the link will be in there. As long as you've got a microphone and you're in a quiet area, come in and jump in. Profit, always welcome. You don't need to be a member. You don't even need to be a subscriber. Just as long as you're a City fan, that's what matters. Why are we talking about pudding chips? What are you doing, you lot? Pudding chips, peas and gravy. Right, I tell you what I did want to show you. Now, I showed you earlier. This is the new away top. Now, people are saying they don't like this part on the back. You know, the part. This is the original. That's the original. From 1999, Wembley. There's the front of it. There's the back of it. So that is the bit I didn't like. The square in the middle, but obviously they had a number there. We didn't have names back on there in League 1, sorry. The old Division 2, League 1 now. So that is the old one from 1999. That is the new one. So new one, original. New, original. New, original. So there you go. New, original. New, original. That's going to be the home kit. That's now confirmed. It's on sale. It's now been confirmed that will be the home kit. People are asking about that. I'm going to show you what one of my favourite ever one was. And that is the OG one with the kappa there. This is one of my favourites. 2001 IDOS. I always remember Danny Granville playing in this at Ipswich Town, I believe it was. Yeah, Danny Granville at Ipswich Town. Someone who's old, tell me I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But I'm sure we played in this at Portman Road. And by the way, big up to Ipswich for their promotion back to the Premier League. Long trip down a Portman Road. But that was the one I did like. The original IDOS. This is my favourite ever. There was the black and white, the black and maroon, black and red, sorry, stripe, 94, 95. But this was my OG. This was a very special edition. This came out, do you remember when we played United in the last ever derby and we beat them 3-1? It was on November the 9th, 7th or 9th. And Nicholas Anelka scored and Sean Goater scored 2 past Fabian Barthez. This went on sale that day. It was a limited edition. There was only about 3,000 of them made, roughly around there, maybe a bit more. But I always remember King Clancy scoring in this at Boundary Park. Scored an exquisite chip, Kinker. We got beat 2-1, Boundary Park. It was in November, December, something like that. Ian Ormonroyd for Oldham. bagged the winner with a header and Nicky Banger. I always remember King Clancy wearing this and scoring over Paul Gerrard's head at Boundary Park, or Arctic Zero as it's called, or something now. But that was my favourite ever away kit. Limited edition, that was exquisite. I loved it. I loved that. And it had Manchester City there at the bottom. It was an exquisite kit, that. That was my favourite of all time. And it just takes me into that game at Boundary Park, that, and the United game. DC, no, I will not congratulate Ipswich, never. King Cladza, yeah. The Umbro one with the white kit stripes, the maroon with the white stripes. The maroon one is beautiful. What, the old one? I'm just showing you all the new one. Because this is the rumoured, obviously that middle one's now going to be happening. That maroon one is roughly, I think, the same. The maroon one is the one I want. We know that middle one is now that one. So take out that middle one and replace it with that one. And there are your 3 kits for next season. Well, let me get rid of that. So there you go. I'm getting flashbacks, Martin. Stop it. I'm going to do some more YouTube shorts on them so we can get some things going. I hope Ipswich go back there. Why did you all like Ipswich? Who's the shot player to leave this summer? Who I think, or I don't know. What do I think? Jumped up when King Clancy scored and got told off. Was you at Boundary Park that day, Andrew? Good evening, Ronnie. How are you, mate? I had that Wi-Fi in it and burnt it. It's no good. It's no good. Game flashbacks. I don't like the maroon colour. You don't like the maroon colour? Come on, Julie. You were in their end. Oh, ho, ho. Naughty boy. The only time Boundary Park was ever full. He's a definitely, there you go. We've done that. Well, that was on Sven. We'll be at the last game, which I think is amazing. Done that one. Mid-70s, Umbro White. Yeah, that's a nice one. West Brom needs to get up. I want them twats again. I bet you do. Only joking. The red and blue retro one is my favourite. The purple one is my all-time favourite. That one from 93, 95, and the black and with the little mesh in the corner, where we beat Blackburn 3-2 in on a very wet Monday night football. I was there then as well. Keefe Curl with a cheeky penalty to kick it all off. And Uwe Rosler with a stunner of a finish, and Paul Walsh. The third one going to be maroon with gold, yellow, and ship design on it. There you go. We should have signed Matt Holland. I remember when we nearly got him. Tell you else, you remember, we nearly signed from Fulham. Do you all remember Steve Malbronk? We nearly signed Steve Malbronk from Fulham. The third kit is a thing of real beauty. Have you heard KDB? No, KDB is signing a new extension. It'll be a 1-year rolling contract, but he has no interest to go to Saudi at all. Maroon isn't for me. Never liked it. Ooh, they can want all day long. Ain't happening unless we can get a deal done for Musiala, but that's probably more for next summer because Musiala's still got a 2-year contract with a year's kicker, so technically he's there till 2027. I don't know who the shot player will be. Who I think it could be, possibly Kyle Walker. Martin, come on. Ortega is close. Yes, I was jumping ahead of me. Did talk about earlier, Craig, before you come in. He is close signing it. It's not really done yet. He's close signing new contracts, which will be 2-year extension. We're likely to leave next summer. We'll have a 32 million release clause to be signed after the FA Cup. Yes, did hear that. Talked about that earlier on, which is great news. Great, fantastic news. Martin, this past weekend, the women's team made me depressed. Bottling the league. Gareth Taylor, naughty boy. Yeah, Gareth Taylor mucked that one up. Mucked it up. I'm getting the 98.99 away for 35. Good man. The Ortega stain will be an amazing deal. 11 idiots dreaming of success was the IDOS motto. Craig Pattis, I'm good. Swear up signs. Great news about Ortega. Go on, Craig. You take the platform, mate. You deserved it. Steed always scored against us. He did. 08, 09 away. We should do a kit stream one day, shouldn't we? KDB should retire at set. He should, but he's probably going to retire in the MLS with City, but maybe in New York. Best City kit were the towels kits. No, I'm not talking about Carlos Tevez. Get lost. That's it. Pouring myself into the taxi. Real good night. I hope you have a whiskey on me, Blue Art. Go on, mate. Bye-bye, Blue Art. Take care, mate. Get home safe. Give me 3 rings when you get home so I know you're safe. Maroon is classic on a city scarf. Proper heritage. Great news on Ortega. I'm happy with that. It's just... it's not just the kit. It's maroon colour and anything isn't for me. You're not maroon colour, Julia. Maroon fan, should I say. Apparently United wanted Fergie on a touchline for FA Cup. Yeah, they need all the help they can bleed and get. Bye-bye, Blue Art. It's always a derby, though, so I never get it confident because it's a derby. It's a derby. Form out the window, as Everton showed beating Liverpool. We've shown many times beating United when we were shit. Show idea, Martin models all the City kits. No, because it'll look like a bloody Gruffalo show. Fergie Grim Reaping at the game is perfect. Heart in the place. Whoa, calm down, section. Not dead yet. Well, not that I wish him dead. I hope he succeeds. I don't know him personally. Night Blue Art. Great stream, Martin. No, thank you very much, mate. And I will hope you have a good finish to the season and all the best for next season, mate. No, Martin, not a fan of Maroon. Okay. United giving FA Cup finals under for £5. They're going to touchline. God help them. Do better than bloody Ten Hag. Taggart needs to earn his retainer. They have Patrick to do it. Oi. It's not only fans. Behave you. Right. Anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you. We'll do a show, obviously, Thursday night. We're going to talk about Fulham game. I'm going to get into this City of boring more things. It's pissing me right off, this City of boring, because we've scored 1 less goal than Arsenal and we're boring. It's people who don't understand Pep Guardiola football. Sick of it. Sick to death at the back of it. How can you score as many goals as we have and be boring? People moaning about sideways football and backwards pass football. Breaking news. Hello. Pep Guardiola's your manager. We sold all our fast wingers because they can't track back. They can't retain the ball. Pep doesn't want people who go flying down the wing and lose the ball because they're brave. That's a no-no in Pep's eyes. It's not a good thing. Oh, he's had a go, but he's lost possession. It's a no-no to Pep. I know it's not what every fan wants, but it brings success. We're potentially winning 7 trophies in 12 months. I don't understand how anyone can call it boring. It amazes me. We've won 2 trophies this season, 3 last season, potentially another 2 this season, and our football's boring. Well, if that's boring, thank you, Jesus Christ. Inject me with boring all day long. Because it's sure as shit hell better than getting beat by Wycombe Wanderers. I'll tell you that. Because I'll tell you what, it won't be like this. Because, listen, when Pep leaves, you might get your exciting football with wingers and everything else. But then don't moan if you don't win the trophies. Don't dare moan if you don't win the trophies. Craig's spot on. Kevin Keegan was exciting football. We finished 7th or 8th. So what do you want? So I don't know. Happy clapper all day, me. I'm not happy clapper. I'm happy clappy for the world's greatest ever manager, Pep Guardiola. I've seen things they'll never say. I've seen things my dad has never seen. Says it all. And my dad was alive during the successful times of the 60s and the 50s and winning cups and European trophies in the same season. First English club to ever do it. Anyway, rant over. Winning football isn't boring football. Exactly. It's just another way to bring us down. No, I've heard it from some City fans that were boring. It's because what they want Doesn't matter what they want, it's what Pep wants. Inject boring football into my veins, please. Thank you, Martin, from our hearts. No, thank you for all joining us. No worries, Simon. Thank you for joining us. We're boring because we're always winning games. Exactly. Pep does 10 years believe. Take a bit of that. But caution, not guaranteed. City will have a contingency in place. You'll know next season. There's going to be talks in the summer. Let's put it that way. As Craig will tell you, there'll be talks in the summer. Kevin Keegan played fast attacking end-to-end football and bought a 12-point lead. Exactly. By the way, you got fast attacking, exciting football against Chelsea and drew 4 each, and then all the fans moaned. We got fast attacking, pacey football against Tottenham, and we drew 3 each, and all the fans moaned. That's the thing. It's exciting as long as you're winning. When you're not winning, fans moan. So it's about the winning. But again, Arsenal have been the best team and the most exciting team to watch. They've scored 1 more goal than us all season. Make it make sense. Craig and Pep news. Summertime will be fully decided upon because they will move. They will have a contingency in place. Big up, Martin. Evening, gents. Thank you very much, Leon. It was nice seeing some of your lovely faces. DC, you need to come on next time. I'd love it if we beat them. Love it. Good show tonight. Thank you, XD. By the way, we had over 300 likes, nearly 4,000 views. Thank you so much. This your channel is going to heights I never expected at the moment. Thank you so much. It is amazing. We'll never see another Pep like it. Let's cherish him. Appreciate him. Spot on. Pep news, same Pep, same position. Pep lets us sit his transfer business and then sit down after the summer with the family. He will not leave this summer. Yes, he will not leave this summer. That is guaranteed. The decision will be made verbally more summer, officially later on. But hence, keep an eye on the Bruno and the João Neves. Which one wins out? Craig will know what I mean by this. Which one wins? All I'm going to say. Who's going to win out? Pep wants Bruno. Not all the board do, from what I got told. And Craig might clarify that on that one. Hello, Andy Sanchez. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Sorry, you are late. We are going to end in a minute, but scroll back, give it a watch. I know it's 2 hours, but it's 2 hours of shit good fun, mate. Hope Pep stays, takes us past Fergie's record. Now United are Brad, I'll definitely go after our list. Well, our list may change. My personal opinion is Pep will expend 1 year and leave 2026 to have a year break, then take a national job. He loves City and open a business restaurant with Chica. He did. Big up Martin, best channel out there. Thank you so much, Lynette. I do appreciate that. But listen, LB and all the others do magnificent jobs as well. Craig, I generally think he'll manage England. If we win the league, we'll win 4 in a row. Craig's not put what I put in. I was hoping Craig would confirm what I said. Big up Martin, love this fan interaction format. We're going to do it once a month, promise you. Alan will be back. Alan's having a break. Alan will be back. I promise you, Alan will be back. Andy's now in Benidorm, so you won't see Andy for a while. The winner of the membership that's all been sorted out. We're waiting for t-shirt sizes to come in because Andy didn't have the t-shirt sizes in for what we have, but it will be in when he comes back. So that t-shirt will be winging its way. Fully agree, Mate. Pep would love Bruno. There you go. Thank you for confirming it, Craig. Yeah. Pep wants Bruno, board wants Jam. Which one wins? That will, like Craig said, that will be a lot indication on what happens with Pep moving forward. Would you take Prime Sane or Prime Mahrez? Oh, Jesus. Can I say neither? Neither track back. Are you telling in a Pep system or just to watch? To watch Sane all day, but I love Mahrez as well. Because I still think there was no better footballer with a first touch like Mahrez. Even though Gavardio's getting close up there. If it wasn't a Pep system, Sane. I have a feeling if Bernardo goes, it won't surprise we get both Neves and Bruno G. Ooh, good point. Are you saying, does that mean Bernardo's leaving for you then? Section's gone Mahrez. Sane all day. Yeah, I am a Sane guy. Craig Bamba, but I can't take away Mahrez. I've never seen a first touch in the game like Mahrez up close. I've seen the guy bring it down for about 50 yards in the air. Come down with snow in it and he's dropped it dead. Night, Martin, Super Blues. Take care. See you soon. I would take Mahrez. No worries. Night, Lynette. Big up, Martin. Great show. Sign it because KDB was amazing with him. Good point, Demesh. Right. Thank you all for joining us. Smash that thumbs up. Big thank you to Callum, to Eliza, to who else has been on? Phil was on earlier on. AK, Condinio, Damesh. We've had loads on tonight. You are all superstars. Thank you so much. We will be back Thursday on the Mancunian Way, round about 9:30, 10 o'clock for the Thursday night chat with me, Rich, Ozzy, Pat, etc. Also, I will be live with Judge Mo tomorrow, 2:30, I believe. 1:30 or 2:30. I'll be on Judge Mo, Footy Judge Mo, Fighting City's Corner tomorrow afternoon. So come and join us. Yeah, come and show your support. I don't think the Piquet deal's done now. It's too late. I was told it's more likely it won't be cleared till January. The FA, I said the FA deal, I don't know what's going on with the FA. City will not sign him until he's cleared. That's all I know. They will not sign him until he's cleared. So we'll see. Maybe Danny Olmo. Maybe not. Maybe both Xavi, João Neves and Bruno. Don't rule out Kimmich yet either. Kimmich is still in the mixing pot. But anyway, take care. Big up, Mike. Thanks. No, Luke. Thank you, mate. You were a star as well. Everyone's been a star tonight. You're all absolutely amazing. Oh, and Jack Lee. A positive Jack Lee. A positive Jack Lee. And anyone else forgot, you're all superstars. We're nearly at 4K. And then we're moving 5K. Take care, all. See you on the next one. And I can find the outro. Bye.